What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the final episode, or at least I think it'll be pretty close to the final episode, of us hanging out and playing some renowned explorers. I will more than likely spin this over... No, don't do that. I clicked the wrong thing. This is what happens. This is what happens, everybody. So I think for right now, what I will do... Let's level Dolores. She got to level 3 finally. We can give her the stamina perk, or we can give her the wits perk. Doesn't she get stamina automatically from that? So let's give her wits, since she already gets stamina from her machete that she's wielding right now. We'll unlock that very, very quickly, and that's going to be the final thing we have to get done before we go on our final expedition. We should try to max out on this one and make it, like, as difficult as possible. I'm thinking we should go for a 5-star. I think our gear is good enough, and I think we can make this happen. A 3-star, we're just not going to get enough out of that. I would say we should do Transylvania, or we should do Shangri-La. And if we can drop one, I think that we'll be able to get things done. But Memphis and the Highlands, I don't think are going to do it for us. Let's go with Shangri-La. If we're going to fail, let's fail big. This is an incredibly perilous expedition. Rivalo has obtained the Shambhala Key of Privilege to open the gate to Shangri-La. And if you're fast, you can still collect more Shambhala Keys and get there before him. You'll find the toughest of challenge of all sorts and kinds, but there's an amazing amount of renown to be gained here. Well, that's the only way we're going to win, and so since we had a lackluster early game, we've got to have an explosive late game. This is it. You can finally prove that you are a better explorer than Rivalo. You can do so in none other than the most magical place, Shangri-La, the Himalayan utopia. It is said that one's dreams come true bit by bit when you are in Shangri-La. At the center of Shangri-La is the palace of Sintamani. Is it Kintamani or Sintamani? I don't know. This orb is a treasure of mystic proportions on par with the Ark of the Covenant in El Dorado. If you retrieve it, you will go down in history as one of the greatest explorers of all time. Can you see Anna among the illustrious row of Vasco da Gama, Jing He, and Ibn Battuta? But first you need to beat Rivalo. It is said that the orb can only be obtained with the 4 Shambhala keys. Those will surely give you an advantage at the palace. As you know, Rivalo already has one and will be looking for the keys as well, so it's better to find them before he does. However, you might be able to snatch the orb away from Rivalo even without the keys. No time to lose. It's time for adventure. And so there are a number of keys around that we would have to acquire. I'm going to go this way. Nothing special found. That's going to take us 2 supplies to get in there from here, and then that also blocks us off from going this way, so it'll take us 2 to get back. So practical resources, it depends on the amount that we get. We might break even, or this might actually cost us, because it's going to take us 4 to get out of that spot. I think I'm going to bypass it for right now. The crew arrives at a small forsaken monastery. The gate leading to the court looks inviting. Inside, you find a weird sight, an inscribed gong, a well-kept courtyard, and an incredibly focused monk, a Fuchs monk, who totally ignores you. Let's investigate. Anne can't help but be impressed by this amazingly well-kept piece of architecture. Anna thinks about it. Let's go with campaign. Inside, you find a weird sight, an inscribed gong. Okay, so we got that. Strike the gong. As Anna strikes the gong, it echoes through the valleys. You're not sure if anything happened. Let's talk to the focused monk, I guess. The focused man seems to be deep in a trance. Maybe you can get out of this zone, or you can get him out of his zone diplomatically. We got a 50 or 42%. That's a... We lose resolve if we do that one, so that's a tough one. Let's do it. Let's live on the edge. Screw it. Yeah, there it is. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. The man opens his eyes. When demons take over the mountains, the chosen one should meet the one on Mount Kailash, or Kailash. He places a cord with a prayer flag around Charles's neck and continues meditating. Inside, you find a weird sight, and all we have left to do is leave. With nothing of interest left, the crew leaves the monastery and continues exploring. Got a bunch of secrets right there, so that'll be nice. It sucks, because I think we could have done something with that right there, but... who knows? I think if we can cut that right there and then go to there, we might be able to make it, but it's going to be rough traveling. You arrive at the temple of Yab Yum, the symbol of love. Your deepest desires can come to life here. If Anna is correct, one of the Shambhala keys must be somewhere in the temple. You have to be careful, for the trap of seduction is said to be laid out here. You enter the temple, and goodness gracious, it's crawling with beautiful and charming people. They welcome the crew with undeniable warmth. Welcome, beautiful, intelligent, sweet people. Please join us and allow us to adore you. You have to get across the room to continue, but the offer is tempting. This is going to be impossible for crew members who are gullible or want to be famous. Charles can't resist all the nice compliments and all the beautiful people in adoration. Could Charles finally have made it to heaven? Gullible and fame-seeking crew members can't make it to the other side. The crew moves forwards while politely thanking all the people, but the crew's determination is faltering. It isn't going well. There's a gong on the other side of the room. Striking it is said to stop the beguiling madness. All hope rests on one person who will win the battle of charms or iron will. So the battle of charms. Oh, that's not going to do it. The challenge of will. We got 57% on Anna. Let's try it. We got a 50-50. Let's go. Anna, bring it home. Coin flippage. No! There it is. We brought it home. Anna has wills of steel, and the beautiful people cannot keep her from reaching the other side of the room where Anna hits the gong. The people disappear like illusions, which actually makes Charles kind of sad. The crew can now continue. You arrive at a cloudy hall. The Shamhala key is at its center, but your attention is quickly drawn by two people in the front of it. Amir, Rivelo's scout, and someone that looks a lot like Cassandra, Rivelo's scientist. Amir seems to be talking to Cassandra, his face blushing. If I could say it to this fragment of my desire, I could say it to Cassandra. Here it goes. Cassandra, I love you. Oh, I screamed again. Sigh. Maybe I should continue to impress her with my insults. Aw, the poor fool is only so mean because he has low esteem and wants to impress Cassandra. Now it all makes sense. Charles's mean spirit kicks in and Charles yells at Amir. What a pathetic worm. Amir is surprised by you. What? You didn't just see that, my friend. Leave me alone. Oh, and the key is mine too. It seems you'll have to engage to see who gets the key. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've never done a 5-star before. This could be a little bit weird. It may not work out well. They got thugs too, so we might have... Oh my god, there's so many. They're all over the place. There's like dozens of them. Oh no, I didn't double... Oh man, I clicked... So the double click frequency in this game is too low, so if you barely... I've said this 1,000 times. I accidentally used that ability because I clicked twice on the ability down at the bottom taskbar. Unless these guys are like one-shottable, I don't see this going well for us. There's so many of them. Oh, they have so much HP too. Oh, we have problems. The 5-star has left me in a bad state of repair. I'm actually pretty nervous about how this is going to play out. I will cackle at you, sir. I will cackle at you, and that is what you get. You will be destroyed by the cackles of my villainy. Enjoy. Well, I mean, on the plus side, at least they're way the hell over there so that we don't have to worry about them running up on us right now. If we could keep this fight isolated and maybe get into like a Healy zone or something, we might be able to make this work with our little cone right there. We got rid of one guy. That's good enough, and then we swapped it over to 10, so friendly abilities are a little bit stronger for right now. Unfortunately, nobody in my party really specializes in friendliness. It's not a skill set that we have. So, that guy's hat is bigger than his body. What kind of villain has a hat that's bigger than his body? I don't know, the point of being a villain is to be terrifying and to make people worry. Don't you dare threaten to slit my throat. You've got a club, sir. That is a blunt instrument. That does not slit. I mean, unless it's got little craggy knobbies on it that I hadn't noticed just yet. The look on that girl's face. She looks really upset right now. She does not seem like she's having a really, really good day. Please don't. You've made me upset with your threatening of death. Her eyes are all bugged out. Everybody's like, huh? Everybody's like totally freaked out and dreading everything that's coming. Our moods are rapidly falling off. That will make him elated. Do we want to make him elated? I love you, sir. Let me touch your tummy. I shall shave your face for you. And so now he's got stars in his eyes. Hit games. Alright, so... aside from foreigner references... Well, there's another one gone. I mean, if we can clear these out quick enough, we might make it. I like the music. The music's got like a flow vibe. Like if you dropped a little bit more bass into the bass that it's got going on. So if you just increase like the low end a little bit. And then you change like the little dink noise that it's making right now. If you made it into finger snaps, you'd have like every modern rap beat ever right now. It would sound dope. It looks sick. Well, it wouldn't look sick. That's a completely different sense. I don't think a beat has ever looked sick unless you can look at MIDI dots and just be like, yeah, that looks dope, dude. Just by looking at the MIDI dots. Then again, the drum beats don't really change at all in a lot of raps. It's mostly kind of like the background. Oh, man, she got like no health left. We're getting whooped on. I hate being whooped on. And look, she's just like barely hanging in there with her evilness right now. Like she's still got her evil claw hand up. Like her evil mad scientist hand up. But she just looks so sad about everything. Looks like somebody kicked her puppy. She looks like John Wick at the beginning of the movie. Go watch John Wick. Oh my god, have you seen John Wick? It is the greatest action film of like the last 5 or 6 years. It's pretty great. For an action movie, it's awesome. You will cheer. Aw, you fumbled? Why? Why have you fumbled upon me? Oh, man. I need her to run back over to there. You block the pass right there, and she's going to heal up for a couple of turns. Unfortunately, none of this appears to be getting the job done, so I guess I'll put stars in his eyes, too. So, yay. He may succumb to our flattery very, very shortly. Can she heal herself? Ah, she can't encourage herself. That is disappointing. There are many things that one can do to himself, but apparently encouraging... No, don't go around the other way. Oh, I hate you so much right now. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, large-hatted man? How dare you behave in a way that was strategically sound and also make use of all of your abilities to annihilate me? Yeah, 5-star looks like we may not be on the same level, or maybe I didn't tailor my equipment properly. I feel like we're resisting a lot of the thugs, and we're doing okay as far as the trash mobs are concerned. But with everybody else, I don't really know how we're going to pull this one together, because it's hanging on by a thread right now. Woo. Well. Damn. This is concerning. And it forces me to vacate my otherwise tactically sound position, blocking the pass right there. However, how we're going to deal with this little shitbag over here, I'm not really sure, because frankly, he's got a lot of HP and he looks like a badass, and that upsets me. I'm going to start with violence and belly flop on him and hope that his hat isn't padded with pillows or whatever else. Apparently it was, though, because we barely even dented him. He seems a little bit upset about it, too. I mean, if somebody belly flopped on me, I'd be pretty mad. Somebody jumped on me in the pool one time. That's the worst. Somebody went off the diving board, landed on me when I was out front. Little kids. Little kids at the pool. I think it was like when I was 18 or 19. Little kids at the pool, they don't check before they jump, and their parents don't think to teach them. So teach your kids that shit. There's such a thing as pool etiquette. Pool etiquette, my friends. Like, you don't jump off the diving board until you know the other person is clear. Damn. Having 83 pounds of little kid land on you. And let's be honest, this little kid was a tad rotund. He had a physique that emulated that of like an orange. Or perhaps a bulbous, I don't know, some kind of like navel pear. Something that had like a little bit more girth. And so when he landed on me, it was like having, you know, a flesh bowling ball land on top of me. It was great. It was fantastic. And he managed to land perfectly on my spine, too. How he managed to do that? I mean, he couldn't check to make sure I was clear of the diving board, but he had good enough aim to land right in the middle of my backbone with all of his Leviathan-like girth. This tiny burger-fed behemoth. Anyways, back to the subject at hand of getting our ass kicked. It's not looking good right now, and our party seems to know it. They look a little bit depressed. They seem unhappy about the whole thing. Let's go with happiness over here. Who would like some happiness? Buffness. Oh, that wasn't happiness. I did an AoE. Hooray, AoEs! Even the healing spot can't save us now. I can drop that right there, though, and that'll do pretty good. Or we can go back to the healing spot, and then we can drop it from over here. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I accept that as a possible resolution. I mean, I feel like there's something better that I could be doing right here, but really, how far can we take this? So there goes another guy right there. He's been destroyed. He falls over dead. They have much worse fate than all the ones we befriended so far. And how we're going to get rid of the rest of these guys? Oh, no. I was hoping the cone would work right there, and it would kill off the remaining two. Ooh, that leaves us... I don't even know if I have a way to get rid of him. So it looks like I could probably go with either a blue move or blue moves. I don't know. I think either way we're going to be in a little bit of a rough situation. He's going to throw down the glove right there and it'll scare him off. Oh yeah, I think we're a little bit outclassed right now. I think we are not long for this combat. There's only so many things we can do, especially since we haven't even seen what Snake Girl can accomplish just yet. We've only seen what our little funny-hatted wonder can do down there, and unfortunately, my guess is that he's able to deal quite a bit of damage because he's been nasty so far. 31 damage right there, so down goes Dolores. Aw, you made fun of my dirty undies and my... Don't make fun of my snail trails and all of my... That's not right, man. You can't make fun of the stink lines in my undies. Some things are off limits. This is man combat right now. There are rules. There are rules. You can't make fun of my skid marks, my drag lines. Just calm down. Glacial drag lines. So we can get rid of him right there. I mean, we just need to limit the amount of damage that we're intaking every single turn. It might turn around. I'm a little bit skeptical, though. I'm a little bit skeptical. I think we'll run out of resolve before anything else gets better. I mean, I guess we could keep playing the game where we just, like, res everybody over and over and over again. But, yeah, that's going to drain out our resolve really quickly. And this guy over here, I mean, he just hit us for 50. I think our best character only has, like, 40-something HP or 50-something HP, so... Ooh. Yeah, there it goes. Defeat. Your whole crew is down. I guess win some, lose some, I suppose. Crooked capitalist Anna Preskourovkova was chased away from the Himalayan peaks by the infatuated Amir Akhtar. Well, that's gonna be that. My name is Splattercat. I hope you liked Renowned Explorers. It's a fun little game. I still vouch for it. I think it's good. Just don't take those 5-star missions. They're rough. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping by. This is gonna be the last episode in the series. Check it out down below if you wanted to get the game, and I will see you all in later series. How you do, everybody?